So let me go ahead and say before I let you hear the cards that I do think Jalil Hackett won. And if you don't know, he's going to lose an upset to my bad, that's to a Jose Ramon Vazquez on the undercard of Liam Paro and Richardson in Puerto Rico, December the 7th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. The fight ended probably about maybe half an hour or so, give or take. In 2024, I was watching Kubrat Pulev versus Mahmoud Shah while this was going on. Not not all fighters need to be fast tracked. And what we've noticed this year, especially let's say the last few years, there's a lot of fighters have been fast tracked a little too fast, if it makes sense. You're seeing guys like Bruce Shushu Carrington not looking, too good. Kamel Moulton missing weight on a Danny Garcia fight by what was that, 17 pounds, some more crazy shit like that. Last week, you had Ray Ford struggling a bit before he won his world title, then ultimately lost. You have Floyd Schofield, who's going to be taking on Shakur Stevenson, didn't look too good. These fringe contenders, these prospects and fringe contenders just haven't been really looking good. By the way, the fight's taking place on YouTube. And what I've been noticing is their conditioning be off. It's like, how are you young, 21 years old, and you're looking gassed up in there. So even now, and this is on YouTube, you can go watch it. It's like, you huffing and puffing. And they were talking about how he was having issues making weight leading up to the fight. And it's like, what is going on with this younger generation of boxers? Where is the discipline? These are the type of times where you're supposed to be knocking out guys like Vazquez. But at the same time, I've noticed the trend with Matchroom is they seem to and I like the aggressive matchmaking, but they seem to kind of push their fighters along a little bit too, aggressively, I guess, if that makes sense. So now we have another fighter who's taken an L, and it makes you wonder, well, do we do the rematch? Now, we're going to listen to the cards, and we're going to go from there. By the way, Jalil Hackett from D.C., here he is right here. I keep pulling him up. Competes at 147 pounds. Here, let me fast forward so you can listen to the cards. I think he did just enough in the first half to win, but at the same time, 10-round fight in Puerto Rico where the fighter's Puerto Rican, star or not, it's not a good, it's not a real good look. But take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. Let's go ahead and listen to these cards.
And San Juan,
Here we go.
Title fight, and I think we are ready to make it official here. This is going to be an interesting one.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here in San Juan, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Carlos Colon, 96-94. Luis Ruiz, 96-94 for Jose Roman. Carlos Colon, 96-94 for Jalil Hackett. Gerardo Martinez, 96-94 for your winner by split decision. Y lo nuevo campeón,
Jose Roman coming through.
Jose Roman.
Puerto Rico, stand up for your man right now. I mean, what an upset. Beating an undefeated, strong Jalil Hackett. And I'm telling you, man, when we saw...
He's celebrating like he just won the world title and not the WBA Intercontinental's title. But obviously, it's the big upset is what he's celebrating. And now he's going to get big chances. Were there rumors or talks of him possibly retiring if he didn't win this fight? I think they were talking about that during commentary. Remind me down below. But yeah, man, not a good look. What are you going to call it? Are you going to call it too aggressive matchmaking? Or it's just, the conditioning of Hackett wasn't able to close it out. He's 21 years old. 21 years old. You should not be going life and death with these type of guys. Like youth alone, how old is Vazquez? And I did some research. I was like, I feel like I seen him fight somewhere before. 13-1. He's 31 years old. And I was looking, and I was like, you know, he fought in Brooklyn. It was in the Barclays Center a few years ago. And I went to go look, and I was like, oh yeah, he fought on Cletus the Hebrew Hammer card. And I remember I just did a video, I forgot what it was, talking about the Hebrew Hammer. So I believe I seen him fight before, because I was like, that tall frame looked familiar. But yeah, man, it's a bad look out here, man. These prospects, fringe contenders, got to get it together, man. They've been looking like shit, you know, like once they start stepping up in competition. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm sure the way Eddie Hearn works, he's probably going to give Hackett a chewing out, and his team need to give him a chewing out. And a loss is not the end of the world. And this is one of those losses that should make him better and be like, all right, get on your shit, bro, because you shouldn't be losing. I mean, you know, once again, to backtrack, I mean, it could be just the too aggressive of the matchmaking. You see what I'm saying? And who is the other top-ranked fighter that was struggling too a bit? I know Shushu. I know Golden Boy Schofield. Hackett, of course, been struggling. I mean, just lost to this dude or struggled. You know, a lot of people think he won. I think he did enough to win. But at the same time, you're in Puerto Rico. The guy's from Puerto Rico. Well, anyway, follow me on Twitter. Here's my Twitter right here. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView 360. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.